What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, we about to talk about it. It's Friday here in the States. Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia. Anthony Joshua as the main event versus Francis the Predator Ngannou. Now, if you put your money on the wrong line, you're an idiot. But we're gonna talk about it. First, let's talk about the co-main event. Because the co-main event struck me a little bit different. I was like, damn. We had Big Bang Zhang versus Big Joe Parker. In my opinion, I thought Zhang was on a roll, even though he's 40 years old. I thought, man, this guy is coming in. He's got fast hands, but he got slow feet. So that can make up a little bit of the difference in size. And Joe Parker, he's a little bit smaller, but he's a really good boxer. Now, let's talk about it. So, coming out early, Zhang, like I said, slow feet but fast hands. He cracked Joe Parker early, dropped him. And then the commentators, oh man, I can't stand his own commentators. They're some of the most bullshit commentators outside of ESPN commentators I think I've heard in a long time. And excuse my French, but ESPN commentators and DAZN commentators are some of the worst damn commentators I think I've ever heard in my life. The zone commentators, I've never seen a big punch like that in my entire life. Here I am, 34 years old. The damn commentator is like 47 years old. So you mean to tell me you never watched Mike Tyson live? You never seen fucking Deontay Wilder live? You never seen Holyfield live? George Foreman live? Lennox Lewis live? Even Vladimir Klitschko live? Man, get the hell out of here. I can't stand some of these commentators. They just boost these guys because they're from the same country as these fighters and they don't know what the hell they talking about. Shame on you, DAZN, for keeping those bastards around. Excuse my French again. But let's talk about it. Big Bang, like I said, he cracked Joe Parker early. They thought he had a broken nose. Me personally, I just thought he had his nose split open. But he didn't follow up. He didn't let his hands go the way you would think he would let his hands go. He didn't let his hands go the way he let his hands go against Filip Hrgovic. Mind you, although he stopped Joe Joyce in back-to-back fights, he wasn't as active as a lot of people would think. He dropped Joe Joyce twice in that last fight, ultimately stopping him. But it wasn't like he was letting his hands go as much as you would think. In the first fight, he let his hands go more than the second fight, which peppered him up, swole him up. But when you go back and look at when he fought Filip Hrgovic, he let his hands go pretty well, I think. So is this a case of Zhang being 40 years old and slowing down as he is progressing in age? His feet was already slow, but is this that thing where you got the skill, but your body just not reacting like it should be? He lost, split. What was it? Shit, he lost the fight. Honestly, I thought he lost the fight myself, but I thought he lost the fight close. I thought he won some rounds, and then he got the 10-8 rounds that'll push it closer to a draw. But I still had it pushed in Joe Parker's favor. I had it close, but it was in Joe Parker's favor. I thought Joe Parker won the fight close. Wasn't like a big blowout or none of that. He dropped him twice. He dropped him again. What was that, like midway through the fight or something like that? But it wasn't. It wasn't like the first drop. It wasn't super clean. It wasn't one of those punches that was just wasn't that shit. Now let's talk about the main event. Anthony AJ Joshua. Oh yeah, he was serious. He took this fight as serious as I've ever seen Anthony Joshua take a fight. I've watched Anthony Joshua come out of the pros, celebrate, all built up, high and mighty, shaking his hands once he walks to the ring. I'm a gladiator, Hercules built type motherfucker that lift weights and look good. I've watched Anthony Joshua fight for a long time, and I've never seen him come to the ring this focused. Why? Because he knew if he lost this damn fight, he knew his career might not be over, but him winning the championship will be far off. He wouldn't probably win a championship beyond 2026, 2027. And that was clear indication that he knew the stakes. Even the commentators, oh, I tried to interview them. I tried to get them to talk to us, but nobody would talk to us. It seems like there's very high tensions in that room. Francis Ngannou, he's a little bit more relaxed. Too damn relaxed. Oh well, it's your damn fault. But if you thought anything outside of AJ winning this fight, unanimous decision or knockout, you don't know boxing. Let's just keep it in perspective. You don't know damn boxing. Now, the commentators that too over the top. Me, I'm looking at this for what it is. He's fighting a guy in his second professional boxing fight. He had a small amount of boxing background, not enough. He's fighting a guy in his second boxing fight. Now, let's be clear. Fury came in weighing almost 290 something pounds. He didn't take that fight serious when Francis Ngannou. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't move. He excuse my French, man. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't move. He couldn't move. He couldn't land the punches that he wanted to land. So he had to jab his way to victory after he got knocked down. Now, let's be clear. Let's be damn clear. Even in that fight with Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, as I told you guys, he didn't have no damn head movement. Fury's punches were too damn wild. Down the pipeline was where you wanted to go. And where the hell did Anthony Joshua's punches come? Down the pipeline. And then you got people like Eddie Hearn. This is the best heavyweight in the world. He is the best heavyweight. And I'm telling you, nobody can beat this man, even though he got beat by the pizza man and a guy who's 6'3" and is very slick and he couldn't fucking touch him in 2 fights. Excuse my French again. Let's be damn clear. Tyson Fury in his prime would smoke Francis Ngannou. And we'll say he's in his prime. Let's say a focus, non-circus, non-bullshit Tyson Fury would smoke Francis Ngannou. I even believe Zhang or Joe Parker would beat Francis Ngannou. He don't have no head movement. He's strong with his base, which means he's not moving his head. He's parrying the jab as best he can. And once you break through all of that, what does he have left? He's not moving. Now let's look at Wilder in his prime, when Wilder was at his peak, before, or you can say right around the Wilder Fury trilogy. Those 1-2s coming down the pipeline will put Ngannou down. And I'm not trying to take away from Anthony Joshua and his win. All I'm saying is I'm not putting more stock in this than should be put into it. They said the winner of this fight will face Fury versus Usyk, winner after the rematch. I don't think that should happen, honestly, because this isn't proving anything. The winner of this fight should face Filip Hrgovic, the IBF interim heavyweight champion, for the opportunity to face whoever wins out of Fury versus Usyk in both the first and second rematch. Why? Because Filip Hrgovic is the mandatory. It's just the rules of boxing. He's the mandatory. I'm not knocking AJ, but there's an order of things. I don't give a damn if you are a bigger name. There's an order of things. This is why I have the problem I have with Canelo Alvarez. You want to move up from 160 because you don't want to face Jamal Charlo when he was active, and then you only move up when you know the best super middleweight in the world, David Benavidez, has lost his title 2 times, once on the scale and once due to recreational drugs use. And now you don't want to fucking fight him. Excuse me. You're doing everything you can not to fight him. That's my point. That's all I got for y'all, man. What type of stock are you putting into this win with Anthony Joshua? You think this is good for his career? You think this is good for him to become another three-time heavyweight champion? Still won't be better than Muhammad Ali becoming three-time heavyweight champion, because Muhammad Ali was three-time lineal heavyweight champion and had 4 years of his career robbed from him from this bullshit government. Excuse my French. What do you guys think? I want to know in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.